Breaking now. Toyota and Honda have triggered a major shockwave in the U.S. auto industry with decisions that could put over 840,000 American jobs at risk. As foreign production ramps up overseas and supply chains shift, U.S. automakers and workers are facing a new economic crisis. Experts warn this could be the biggest blow to American manufacturing in years. Watch the full video.
We're taking a closer look at the tariff discussions that are shaping the global economy.
US auto sector.
In this video, we'll analyze the key points.
Breaking news. A major shakeup has rocked the U.S. auto industry, and the shockwaves are being felt coast to coast. Over 840,000 American jobs are now at risk as global giants Toyota and Honda unleash a market storm that's undercutting U.S. automakers and threatening the future of one of America's most critical manufacturing sectors. Here's what's happening. Over the past 2 quarters, Toyota and Honda have rapidly expanded electric vehicle production, slashing prices on key models and pushing aggressive financing deals in the U.S. market. This strategic move is sending Ford, GM, and Stellantis into a tailspin, with dealers warning that American-made vehicles can no longer compete on price, efficiency, or reliability. According to leaked documents from U.S. dealer networks and labor reports, domestic automakers are now preparing for massive layoffs, facility closures, and canceled investments in EV infrastructure. Auto analysts say we may be witnessing the beginning of a second Detroit collapse, a reference to the 2008 crisis when U.S. automakers nearly went bankrupt and required a historic federal bailout. But this time, the threat isn't a financial crisis. It's foreign competition, and it's cutthroat. Toyota's new all-electric models, including the BZ4H and next-gen Prius EV, are being offered with $7,500 discounts, zero-interest financing, and 5-year service plans, all while boasting higher mileage, longer battery life, and lower repair costs than their American counterparts. Honda, meanwhile, just launched a U.S.-specific EV lineup with ultra-low lease rates starting under $300 a month, directly targeting the American middle-class family, a market segment where Ford and GM have traditionally dominated. The result? Thousands of U.S. dealers are reporting inventory backlogs, plunging sales, and rising customer defections to Japanese brands. A growing number of Ford and GM plants have scaled back production schedules, and several Tier 1 suppliers have issued workforce reduction notices. Now, let's talk numbers. According to the American Automotive Policy Council, more than 840,000 jobs in the U.S. are tied directly to the auto manufacturing supply chain, from welders and machinists to electronics technicians and assembly workers. If the current trend continues, tens of thousands of jobs could be lost within the next 12 months, especially in states like Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and Missouri, where car production is a major part of the local economy. Labor unions are already sounding the alarm. UAW leaders have accused both the Biden administration and Congress of failing to protect American jobs from what they call unfair foreign EV dumping. They're demanding new tariffs on imported vehicles and government support to make U.S. EVs more competitive. In response, President Biden's economic team says they're closely monitoring the situation, but no official action has been taken. Former President Donald Trump, however, has already weighed in, blasting Toyota and Honda for wiping out American workers and accusing the Biden White House of allowing economic sabotage by foreign governments. He has promised that if reelected, he will impose massive tariffs on Ford EVs and offer tax incentives to domestic car makers. Meanwhile, consumers are divided. Some say the shift to Japanese EVs is good for competition and innovation, while others worry that relying on foreign automakers weakens American national security and kills high-paying manufacturing jobs. There's also a long-term concern. If Toyota and Honda secure a dominant foothold in the U.S. EV market, they could control the future of charging infrastructure, software platforms, and even driver data, a scenario that would give foreign firms enormous leverage over American mobility for decades to come. The situation is developing fast. This isn't just about cars. It's about jobs, technology, and the economic future of the United States. As automakers battle for survival and global competition reaches new heights, the decisions made today will shape the next generation of American industry. Will the U.S. government intervene? Will Ford and GM innovate fast enough to stay in the game? Or are we watching the slow-motion crash of a century-old industry? Let us know what you think in the comments. Is this a necessary disruption or a disaster in the making?
Thanks for watching Global Mind News. If you found this report helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We bring you the facts, insights, and updates that matter, straight from the source. See you in the next report.